Okay, time to get back on the road. I've had 4 days off now. I've been exploring in Phnom Penh, or however you meant to pronounce this city, and enjoying just a bit of downtime really. Just having air conditioning and a shower on tap has been very nice. But like I said, it's time to hit the road. I'm about 5 or 6 days ride away from kind of my next real stop, which is by Angkor Wat, the big temples. So yeah, today I'm just going to try and get out of the city. It's getting hot already out there. I'm certainly going to miss the air conditioning, I know that. But today just try and get out of the city and then find somewhere to camp. I'm going to try and stay off the highways now. I'm going to take the back roads. They're going to be a lot nicer, a lot quieter than the highways. Maybe not as smooth and probably not asphalt roads. They're probably going to be mainly dirt roads, but I've got plenty of time left on my visa, so I'm in no rush. But I reckon, yeah, 5 or 6 days until I stop again. So yeah, like I said, it's getting warm. Last blast of air conditioning, and then I think time to hit the road. Alright, so just about to leave the hotel. I'm pretty much in the heart of the city here, so it's going to be pretty busy until I get out. I've had a walk around obviously the last few days, and just around the corner is quite a big market and it's very busy. But yeah, first plan, try and get out of the city alive. Alright, so we're just on the outskirts of Phnom Penh. I've got about 10 kilometres to go on this road, and then hopefully we start to hit the minor roads. Still pretty busy, hasn't been too bad getting out of the city, but yeah, hopefully not too long and we rejoin the Mekong river and things should get quieter with any luck. Still pretty hot though. I'm missing that air conditioning already. Oh well, if you're gonna go, then go. What are you doing now? Alright, so just gone 2 o'clock, super hot, missing the air conditioning already, to be honest with you. I've been spoilt the last few days, I think.
I'm just sheltering underneath this tree. It's about the only shade round here. I'm going to go a little bit further, I think. I've just turned off of the main roads on the quieter roads now. Doesn't sound like it, but they are quieter along here. The Mekong River isn't too far away, so I'm hoping within the next hour or so I can find somewhere to put the tent up, somewhere along the river. I'm going to try and stop a bit earlier. Like I've been saying, there's no rush for me to get through Cambodia. I've got plenty of time, so I don't see much point in doing long days in the saddle when it's so hot. So yeah, I'm going to be trying stopping most days, I think around 3 o'clock. So yeah, I'm going to take 10 more minutes underneath this tree just to cool down a bit, jump back on and see if I can't find somewhere to put the tent up. I'm glad I'm not in a rush. The roads have turned pretty bad, but I kind of knew that anyway. Once I got off the highway, I kind of thought they weren't going to be that good, but the traffic is quiet, the odd moped every now and again. Pretty much farmland around here. The Mekong River is just to my right. It's coming up for 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna carry on cycling a little bit and see if I can't find some grazing land or some space along the river, and see if I can put my tent up. I desperately want some shade. I can't really be out in the field. I'll just fry, I think. So yeah, another 20 minutes and hopefully I can be cooking dinner. Hello. Right, well, it's not quite the banks of the River Mekong, but I've been following this little track. Just how peaceful and quiet it is around here. No one's come past me. It winds through all this farmland. Bunch of cows. It's beautiful. But yeah, it's not quite the Mekong, but I think I've found somewhere to camp. There's this little bit of land here, full of trees. Number one, it's in the shade, which is just what I need right now. And number two, I don't think it's farmland or anything like that. I'm not quite sure where the path goes, but I'm going to go and check it out. But hopefully, I reckon tonight, that will do just about fine. Let's go find out. Looks pretty good. Down there is fairly wet, so I don't want to go a lot further, unfortunately. Like most of these areas, there is a bit of rubbish around, but over where the bike is, it's pretty clean. I think that's pretty much where I'm gonna stay tonight. But check this out. I don't know quite what it is, but I don't know if it's an old storage area or what. It's a little bit spooky, to be honest. But inside, it's absolutely beautiful. Not going to show you too much, I don't think. That's amazing. Now, at the very least, it means that if it chucks it down with rain while I'm having dinner, I've got somewhere to run into. So that's handy. But yeah, I think this is going to work pretty good. There's a few farmers knocking about over there, but like I said, I don't think I'm in the way here. The only other thing with this area is there's quite a lot of these fruits lying around. I think they're mangoes. I haven't had a look yet, but the trees here look massive for mango trees. They're far bigger than anything I've seen before. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, but they keep falling down, and when they do come down, they don't half come down with a big thud. So I think I'm going to have to be careful where I put the tent tonight. But apart from that, yeah, I reckon this is ideal. Discover what they are. Mangoes. They smell like mango anyway. Oh, they smell really nice too. I might keep an eye out for the fresh ones that fall off the tree. And yeah, these are a right little treat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are mangoes. I think. So I often get emails about the animals that I encounter and how I deal with them. Lots of people always want to know about the big ones, the bears in Romania, the wild dogs in Turkey, or the wolves in Georgia. But sometimes it's the little guys you got to look out for. Just made myself a coffee here. I'm just about to start cooking dinner. Sat down next to my stove and discovered this little guy. Check him out. See if I can get him. So I think it's a caterpillar. I say think because I can't actually see any legs, so I'm not entirely sure. But whatever it is, when they look like that, you can pretty much guarantee they're not all that friendly. Now if it is a caterpillar, when I was researching on the country in Southeast Asia, I read up on some that can actually fire their hairs at you, and it becomes really irritable on the skin. And I'm guessing if those spikes give you a prick, you're going to know about it. Like I said, I think it's a caterpillar. It might be some sort of grub, because to be honest with you, I can't see any legs on the other side, but I'm not looking that closely. I don't want to get all that close to it. But yeah, sometimes the worst animals are the smaller ones. So I'll be keeping an eye out for these guys tonight. Dinner of champions. Just what I needed. Big bowl of pasta, 5 or 6 vegetables, can of tuna. What could you want? This is what I love about wild camping, especially this time of day. It's silent, it's quiet now that I'm out of the city. It's perfect. The light is nice. It's about 5:30 now, so probably 45 minutes, an hour tops of light left, and yeah, it's just beautiful. It's so much nicer than the city, and when you find a good spot like this, it's just perfect. I mean, in front of me there, those trees, smaller ones, is a mango farm. I'm in an old mango farm now, and behind me is another mango farm. And yeah, it's just a beautiful spot around here. A few locals keep wandering past, taking their cattle back. Everyone says hello. They look at me as if I've lived here all my life, and it's not a surprise at all that I'm here. So yeah, it's a perfect little spot. I mean, all I've got to do is just set the tent up somewhere where I avoid these mango bombs dropping from the trees, and I should have a good night, I reckon. But yeah, it certainly is a beautiful spot. Beats the city anyway. Well, that's pretty much it for my first day back in the saddle after having 4 days off. Getting out of the city this morning was interesting. It was a little bit manic, but didn't last too long until I was kind of on the outskirts and away from the worst of the madness. And then after that, once I hit the minor roads, much quieter, much nicer. Alright, the roads aren't great. There's no tarmac anymore, but like I said earlier, I'm in no rush now, so I can just bounce my way along, no problem. yeah, as for tonight, there's about half an hour left of light, I think. It's quite sticky and hot still. Definitely missing that air conditioning. I don't know how many times I've said that today, but I should stop torturing myself with it, I suppose. But yeah, I'm gonna set the tent up. There's a dead tree next to me here that hasn't got any mangoes in it, so I think I'm gonna set the tent up underneath that to save getting bombarded during the night. You might be able to hear them dropping around me. They're pretty loud when they hit the ground, and like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure that if they hit the tent, likelihood is they're going to break the poles or come through. That wouldn't be a great way to wake up in the middle of the night with a mango on my head. But yeah, tomorrow, no rush. I'm just gonna carry on along these little tracks through these farms. Eventually it should take me out to the Mekong River. It's only maybe 500-600 meters in that direction, and then just follow that really. I don't think I hit another highway now until maybe the last few kilometers coming into Siem Reap, the big city next to Angkor Wat, the temples. So quiet roads for the next few days, which will be nice. Like I said, they're not that smooth, but I've been on highways for so long now, or it feels like so long. The last week through Vietnam was all about just hammering it to the border to make sure I get there in time, and then getting into Phnom Penh, Cambodia's capital. That was all on highways, and yeah, they're not as busy as Vietnam, but they're still highways, you know, you still have the trucks. So hopefully I can stick to the minor roads, it'll be a little bit nicer. Yeah, that's about it. It feels nice to be back on the bike, to be honest with you. Being in the city's great, you know, for a day or two. It means you can get everything you need done, but it's noisy, you know. Every morning I woke up to the sound of construction, and it just makes me realise how much I'd miss wild camping. And when you're in a spot like this, behind me is a mango forest, in front of me is a mango forest, I'm in an old mango forest. Yeah, it's just beautiful, to be honest with you. The sun is just setting in front of me. So yeah, I couldn't be much happier, to be honest with you right now. It's nice to be back on the road, back in the tent. Fingers crossed it's not going to be too hot in the tent tonight, but we will see. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. I guess it has rained around here quite a lot of late, just judging by how wet the ground is in places. Fingers crossed it won't rain tonight, otherwise the humidity will just go sky high again. We will see. And yeah, that's about it for today. Get some sleep, roll on tomorrow.